was going to build it in the same way as I did the other one, doing multiple videos, but this is only a short game jam, so time was limited. I'm a budget ahead though. So let's start. We've got some food. Let's get to spice it. We've got some food. Apparently a burger. It's a cheeseburger. It's a cake. Got some chicken. Got some poop. The poop's probably the best looking one out of a lot of them. So it's about a wizard that can summon food and poop when it goes wrong, who has now been tasked at saving humanity by feeding these demons that appear, these beasts, which is called Feed the Beast. And I've quite enjoyed making it. So it's a bit different to, there's no platforming or anything like that. I'll load it up, I'll have a quick load. There'll be a few things we need to jump through. So, alright, so that's your screen. Some instructions. So as you see, by this little wizard down here, you've got these button combinations here. So A, S, D, F. So we've got A, S, D, F. Chicken drumstick. A, S, D, F. A, S, D, F. As you see, those images changed as well. These are what you get in bonus. I mean, if you send any of these, you will get points, but you'll get most points doing that. There it's health is. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you send a poop, which it registers any key, so even if you hit a key that's not involved in this, like that, sends a poop, bang. So basically, you're going to get to end time left. There's no real end statement because it was just built for. You'll lose points as well. I only put 4 food types in. Idea is if I do go with this game, what I'll probably do is build it into some sort of RPG, I guess, um, where you travel around, you unlock more spells or recipes, whatever you want to call it, and then you select the spells you want to take with you on your journeys. Because now I could put in like conditions, like a bit more vague sort of thing. Say say you're going to send me that only liked Italian cuisine or only liked Western food, or noodles or whatever really. Could be certain types of drinks. So is it pop? Is it a beer? Water, milkshake? But yeah, so we go back round. Again, so we've got 90 seconds there. So we've still got a burger. So that's ZXCV even. ZXCV. Then we've got chicken drumstick. So what you'll think it's done there is done nothing, but because there's only 6 random combinations of the food, this I'm going to say this is probably the hardest one to type, just because on this keyboard I've got a Apple keyboard. It's a snide Apple keyboard. It's not a real one. I do have one of those, but that's at work. So what this is doing is it's basically storing. You can't see it here, but it's storing the last 3 uh, values. So I've mapped them with values. This will be a good bit to show you because this is like totally different to anything I've built before. I basically spent probably about 2 o'clock last night working on it. So I'm just good to that. So little cute wizard. That's what you're going to be like. I know the other graphics for the other pages are a bit lacking, but that's yeah, create the buttons as well. So creating objects that had the buttons, how they're laid out, because all it is ASDF, ZX, CV. So it's that those 2 rows. I was showing you this. So let's go to the burger. I mean, let me just close all them. Fact, let up a new one. So if I get rid, I'm just getting rid of this because there's so much stuff in it. Right, sound. Right, so what I've done is I've made it a child of food. Reason is then you only have to deal with one lot of collisions, which is which makes it a lot easier. And if I'd have put that in the last game, it would probably not taken me as long with the enemy collisions. So because we could have just done it like universally and just done one lot of things. So I am going to revisit that after the voting's done, but I don't want to do anything because if I upload it, it'll change it and that could get disqualified from it. Not that I'm actually competing for anything. So we're going to the variable conditions. So I put an ID B. So as you saw the menu, it goes chicken, burger, cheeseburger, um, cake. So they got A, B, C, D, and then I put poop as Z because they do have value. So if we go to the, I think it's the controller, top of my head. Nope. Um, so yeah, all right, but this collision. So I've done this collision here, and I'm using a switch statement. I know you probably not used to seeing the if statements, but I'm only uh, doing one. That was something else. All right, I can get rid of that now. That was just for my memory. So I've got here, so we've got switch over ID because it'll be the child thing. What we're going to do is create, but it overwrite the O food. So if we use that variable, so if the ID is A, B, C, D, Z, what we'll do is we'll pass this global ID. We'll award points here. We'll subtract points, subtract some health. Down here, we've got string length, which is qualifying how long the string is. So if it's under 4 digits, it'll add it onto it. If it's equaling 4, what it'll do is it'll knock the first one off because this keeps adding it to the end. So you've got the string insert where you insert in the fourth place, and then the string copy. You're going starting from the second character. I want to copy the next 3 strings. You might use this for shortening down a username or like a might be someone's long name and it needs to fit in a certain thing because you've got that text in a certain way. Then we've got the eat timer. This is to help with the animation, and we've got state. So as you've seen in my other stuff, I like to use this state. It's not a proper state machine. It's just usually a 1, 2, 3, and 0. I think this is just 0 and 1. So we've got instance destroy, so it destroys the food when it collides with its mouth. The collision on that is tiny, but because you're not moving around, is it on this one? So we will go to that. So I've basically got it just doing that. I've also got it on a layer above, so it can basically flow up the tongue regardless of the ordering. So when it hits that, then we're good to go. We've got this animation here where the tongue goes in, the lip closes, and the tongue comes back out. I haven't quite got that right, so it like comes in. I think it goes in 1.5 times. I made a background which looks slightly better there, but I know with a different colour. So it was that one. To get the shape of it. I know it's not very good. It's not very detailed, but it's just for the battle scene. I looked at some online, got the shapes, and I just like copied the shapes proportions, which I'm not copying someone else's work. I'm just copying the. This is like a flat area. This is where your monsters would be. You might be down here if you're there at all, or you might just be box down bottom corner and you just select like the old style RPGs. So every door you can't really see it, but when we go to the room, because I'm on a odd ratio, I try to make it more mobile size because I'll probably work on it, make it all pretty, and yeah, go from there. So we've got like multiple screens. We've got a game over and a complete. The complete gets if you get to the end. Um, but yeah, I've just got some text trickery. I'm using a lot of more switch statements. Switch statements are faster. A lot of people argue. Some people say they're not. I know I've used an if statement there, but I'm only doing one. I'm only doing if it's this. I'm not doing if it's this or this or this. I mean, this can only be 1 to 6. And if you use the iRandom function, the first value is 0. So just bear that in mind. So if I were doing it like that, it'd be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what I've done is I've plus 1 on it. So it starts at 1 and it goes up to 6. So it's like a dash roll. Down here we've got the combo we've got from those IDs. If it matches this, then we do a global score, a plus 300, set the combo back to blank, set the state back to 0, we set the count back to 0. This will then trigger this I random. I've also put this game state in, but this game state in objects that actually do something and not just display information. And what that allows me to put is basically 3 seconds before when it loads up before it starts. So, say in the middle, it'll say 3, 2, 1, and then you're good to go. I did notice there was some text appearing behind the beast, so let's have a look. So I wonder where it's. I do wonder where it's coming from. Trying to think what's behind the beast. Not score timer, is it? Nope. That's the 3-2 feed. But yeah, it's called it feed the beast. It doesn't quite match. It said the only way is up, but you're only sending the food up in an upwards motion. Um, so it's an interpretation. Trying to think what I put in there for some reason. Text health. So I've just put like health above that. In fact, I don't know. It just looks a bit out of place. I think without it. So let's go to controller. Oh, it controls the cloud. This is where it's all generated. This is where the good stuff is. Let's have a look. Count. State count. You might have seen those numbers next to the cloud. That was me just checking why it wasn't doing something, and it was. Time left, string, score, QA, set font, right, yep. And this is the thing when you get a bit unorganized. I basically figured the majority of the mechanics out within the first hour, which was pretty relieving. What? Menu, chef spell. Wonder what is it here, am I? Combo. There we go. Get rid of that. So if we go again, should look a little cleaner, just a little bit. You see that brief instructions. I got Chef Mage's spellbook. So it's a nice easy one for chicken drumsticks. Boom. And the chicken's reflex again. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes you get out of sync with accounts, so you're going to try and do it as fast as you can, but whilst making sure you've hit each. It's basically like a typing error, I guess. Chance of this keeps. There we go. I thought it was just going to be chickens forever. So obviously there's some luck involved in it. You could write a condition which compares the last two and basically go, if it's the same as the previous, re-roll. I haven't put that in because sometimes you might want to oops in another cake. So because I've sent that cake there, it doesn't really matter. You still get 100 points for it, but you get a bonus 300 on top of the 300 you do by sending the correct. Oh, honestly, the cheeseburger's probably. Oh, I don't even realise. Probably need something on the. No, it's fine. But yeah, I'm happy with it. So I'm going to switch over to my Windows PC. Well, Windows on Boot Camp, and give that a build, upload it, link a bit at this demo. It's only one level, but I'm going to build it out a bit more. Have some variety of monsters, maybe work on the food. So I'm trying to make it a bit semi-educational, I guess, with cuisine, and instead of like a bestiary, the feastiary where it has information about the food. Like almost like a Wikipedia. And it's not that important because everyone can just go and look something up, and if you don't know something about food, you probably will do. Uh, yeah, so please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I check out my other videos. And I'll see you in a bit.